Well, they take care of tickles, like taught us with coffee, blankets for the kids to jump and stuff. SFPC has done nothing. This is all free. Go to the right. Jump in!
Hi, I'm Dan Schneider, and I started SF Urban Riders with a group of friends about a year ago because San Francisco did not have any kind of recreational bicycle advocacy group. We have the San Francisco Bike Coalition, which is an outstanding organization, but they focus primarily on commuter lanes and bicycle lanes on surface streets. We, in San Francisco, is in the process of redoing its park system. We voted on a bond measure, Proposition A, last year. It was huge to redo our park system, and there was $5 million in that fund for a trail system. SF Urban Riders started with that in mind and other things in mind so that bicyclists would have a voice in the overall conversation, both of our parks, our open spaces, and our recreation. And so San Francisco currently has not 1 acre of dedicated bicycle recreation space. Fifth grade's perfect. They still get into this lower stuff, but by the time they get into middle school, they can ride that big thing out there.
My name is Sean Benward. I live on 23rd Avenue here in San Francisco. We're here as a result of a couple things. A bike race right here in the city, which is far and few between. Don't have to go to Marin or elsewhere to try to get a nice race in. It's a good experience for the kids, and particularly this little obstacle course here.
Pedal all the way up. Come on, keep going. Keep going. Okay, there you go.
Tom Simpson. I'm the race director for Pilarcitos Cyclecports for our both road and cyclocross events, and we're here in Golden Gate Park on just a marvelous Sunday in November. It's the end of November. This is round 4 of our Bay Area Super Prestige Cyclocross Series, and it is being held in one of the best race courses that we know of, Golden Gate Park. We have another new partner this year, and that's the San Francisco Urban Riders. They're an advocacy group to try and encourage the city of San Francisco open up more of their park territory to recreational cycling. And just around the corner from our first turn, the Urban Riders have built a series of special youth-oriented, kid-oriented bike activities, and they are for both young kids. We had them with us at McLaren Park when we opened up the series back in October. They had nearly 100 children there playing with their bikes, and for today's event they have continued that same process, as well as they've opened it up to a slightly older demographic, teenage kids. So they've got some tricks and some cycling activities. They're a little bit more challenging, a little more strenuous for a teenaged kid who wants to come out and play on their bike.
This thing is awesome. It's like last time we were here, it was in McLaren Park, I think, and it was a lot smaller than this, but now it's like huge and has all these things that some of it I can't even do.
We as cyclists are just now coming together under SF Urban Riders. So SF Urban Riders is reaching out to all these different cycling groups in San Francisco. And our goal collectively is to create places where we can go out and enjoy our bicycles. Cyclists sometimes have confrontation with habitat people because both the groups lack the education of the other user group. And if contrary education was brought in to where cyclists could learn about habitat and the plants and the habitat that we have here in San Francisco, and habitat people could learn the needs and the preferences of cyclists and how what we're looking for as an experience, I really think that the conversation would lead to unity. That we would realize that cyclists are good stewards and want to take care of the property, provided they have a place to go and do their thing. The habitat people would gain a lot of more manpower and stewardship for their open spaces, thus keeping them cleaner and safer. So SF Urban Riders is stepping in and creating our own community, reaching out to these other communities and educating them, and trying to bring information both directions. Trying to bring habitat information to the cycling community while bringing the cycling needs and the cycling, what cycling life is all about to the habitat people, in a hope that we can understand and work together.
Let's get ready to welcome from Team Jittery Joe's